Hello, 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 everybody. It's DrAmy here, and I am so happy and delighted. It is Friday. It's Friday. I hope you are having a wonderful Friday. So it is Finance Friday. It's Finance Friday, so I have a message for you. So get a piece of paper and a pen so you can jot some things down, because if you let this message that I'm going to give to you today sink in, you are going to be on a road to financial wellness. So my message for you today is you can work full-time on your job while at the same time working part-time to build your fortune, right? So the lesson for today is profits are better than wages. Now, this is a lesson that I'm going to teach to you that I learned from my wealth coach years ago, back in 2006. And he introduced me for the first time to Jim Rohn, who really has mastered this concept. He leaves that legacy for us today, although he's gone. So listen up. Profits are better than wages. So now, this message is not for everybody. So I'm going to tell you right now, if you're not pursuing financial security, financial independence, or financial freedom, and if you're already financially secure and financially independent, this message is probably not for you, right? So you can go ahead and tune out right now, because I am going to give those people who are interested in hearing more about how to create wealth, how to become financially independent, and how can we become financially free. All right. So profits are better than wages. So before I get into the lesson, I have a question for you, and I want you to write this down. Exactly what does financial freedom mean to you? What does that mean to you? What does that look like for you? If you've never thought about it before, I want you to take a moment and just think about that. What does financial freedom mean to you? What would that look like? Jot that down. Okay. And then I want to say to you this. Now listen up. Whatever financial freedom might mean to you, whatever you put on that paper, let me tell you that the American dream of financial independence is doing well. It's alive. And whatever that dream might mean for you today, you can have it. You can have it if you simply take the time to learn how to get it and how to do it. So you have to take the time to learn how to do it. And you probably then have to learn some specialized things to do, so gain some specialized knowledge. So here's what I tell everybody. We just have to learn to work smart, right? And by working smart, what I mean is getting involved in something that can give you some tax breaks. That's the main thing. That can give you some extra income. Learn how to own your own assets, have some deductions where you can build some equity, have some appreciation, and then leverage. Learn how to do things where you can have leverage. Now, listen to this. Do you know what's really keeping most of us from prosperity and really reaching the level of financial independence that we want? I don't know. Do you know what that is? Well, I'm going to tell you this. Excuse me. The two main reasons why most people have not reached financial independence is because of taxes and inflation. Taxes are going to continue to kill us unless you use a method or learn how to get above it and ahead of it. Now, the third thing that's important too, in addition to taxes and inflation, is a lack of knowledge. I'm telling you, a lack of knowledge is devastating most of us, right? So you have to learn something new and then apply it. So I want to introduce you to or teach the concept of profits are better than wages. And this is something that Mr. Jim Rohn taught us. Now, also, we were introduced to something by Robert Kiyosaki, where he has the 4 areas, and he says, we get paid as an employee, and then some people progress on to be self-employed, but it's just not as many tax breaks. But if you move on to the other side, to the right side, it's owning businesses and then becoming an investor. So that's what I want to focus on today. owning businesses and becoming an investor, because when you own a business or you become an investor, that's where all of the tax breaks are, right? And you create an entity when you own a business. You can be a sole proprietor, LLC, a S Corp, a C Corp, a partnership, but there are lots of benefits and perks there. So listen up. If you don't remember anything else from this live today, what I want to say to you as your coach is we need to stop thinking like an individual and start operating and acting like an entity. So a proprietor, LLC, and you can do that so you can create and become a business entity. And why do we want to do that? Because we want to take advantage of profits, right? Now, this was first introduced to me, like I said, back in 2006 when I first hired a personal development coach and a wealth coach. And my coach name is dear older gentleman. His name is John Childers. But he introduced me to this concept. He introduced me to real estate investment. That's when I first joined Robert Allen School and learned how to invest in real estate. And let me tell you, it's just been an uphill it's been uphill from then, nothing but great things. But I want to say to you, profits are better than wages. Now, Jim Rohn taught us that your wages, which is your job, will make you a living, right? And that's good. Profits, on the other end, like businesses and investments, will make you a fortune, which is super great. That's what Jim Rohn taught us. And it's something that you can start part-time. He calls it the magic of part-time. So you can make this one of your goals for next year. You can start part-time in a business, 10 to 15 hours a week. Imagine that. You start part-time now, 10 to 15 hours a week, creating your fortune, right? You can have a business, you can get paid for that business. And the great thing is when you have a business, you get to write off your expenses. This is one of the great things that the IRS gives to us as business owners. And you get to decide what are the expenses for your business. You get to decide. Uncle Sam gave us this great thing called Section 162A. And it's ordinary and necessary business expenses. And this is where expenses equal deductions, you guys. I need you to understand this. Now, I'm not a tax professional, but let me tell you, I have one on my team, and people are making lots of money. I'm going to say keeping lots of money by taking advantage of owning a business. The IRS defines, and I'm going to read this, the IRS defines an ordinary expense as anything that is common and accepted to a specific trade or business, and that is anything that is helpful and appropriate for that business. Now, here's the good news. Who do you think decides what is necessary and ordinary for your business? You do. We do. We decide and determine what is necessary and ordinary for our business. But here's another big thing that I need you to listen up to. When you work your W-2 job, you get paid. The company that you work for keeps taxes, right? Takes out taxes out of your check before you even get to spend a penny of it. They take out money and then they pay taxes for you. But let me tell you something that's major when you have a business. You work, you make money, and then you purchase all of your expenses, right? And then whatever is left over is what you pay taxes on. That's major, and I hope you get it. And if you don't understand that completely, I'm going to ask you to send me an email or give me a call so I can explain it to you, right? When you own a business, you get to decide what expenses you need, i.e. if you need to travel, right? That's an expense. But when you travel, do you not enjoy that trip, enjoy that hotel, enjoy wherever you are? But that is an expense that you get to pay for first before you pay a penny in taxes, right? And if there are some other things that you have questions about, I have an expert tax person on my team, and we certainly can set up a meeting so you can speak with a tax expert. But my lesson today is work full-time on your job and part-time on your fortune. I'm Dr. Amy, and I can help you to reset your mindset, develop your skill set, and help you to get on the road to financial freedom. You have a wonderful weekend, and I can't wait to see you again right here on Monday. Thanks.